When soldiers are in power, it is called Kakistocracy, and it is the opposite of democracy.
Ngasen, that is not true. You are not correct.
That is not true. You are not correct.
Stop that. Young lady, don't be a termagant, a shrew or a virago. All these scoldings and viragos demonstrate what you are up with right now. Or are you a Helion? And you, young man, are you a braggadocio, prone to bluster and contumely, exacerbation and obloquy, goading and umbrage?
I am sorry, sir.
Only ruffians and horsepaws have that as eponymous hallmark and a distinguishing insignia. Don't be scapegraces, rapscallions and banter bravos. Tyros that you both are should be alacritus and propitious. And back to your reclamatory, polemic and contentious exegesis. Who told you that democracy is the opposite of kakistocracy? Whoever told you that kakistocracy means government by the military because soldiers wear khaki? That is a dangerous misunderstanding because kakistocracy has nothing to do with khaki. To ever think that kakistocracy has anything to do with soldiers or the khaki they wear is absurdificent and preposteronomical. It is philologically ludicrocratic, etymologically heretical, bradycogitative, bradymensious, mentislagged and cerebro-glacial. It is neurotortesian and cognolethargic. The word kakistocracy comes from the Greek language. Kakistos, the very worst. Kratos, power, dominion, rule. That is kakistos, kratos. What a lamentable arrangement. What a malapropism. Spoonerism, anastrophe, and catachresis. What a verbal shamble and lexical disarray to describe a governance by calamity. What a word fumble and leximodule for an administrative operal buffer. So you see, kakistocracy denotes a rule by the worst people, or what I will refer to as the systemic enthronement of the least competent over the collective destiny of the many. Not the wisest, not the most capable, but the worst. In a kakistocracy, leadership is not earned by intelligence or integrity, but by noise, manipulation, and selfish ambition. What a political buncombe and kakutopia of governance, a calamitorium and adversitopia. In a kakistocracy, the unqualified make decisions, the dishonest control resources, and the future is treated like an afterthought. Kakistocracy, contrary to what you thought, is not the opposite of democracy, but democracy's shadowed twin, where ballots, laws, and procedures exist, yet serve only the worst, leaving the people flummoxed to witness governance undone. But kakistocracy is not even the only way leadership can fail. There is gerontocracy, where very old leaders refuse new ideas and govern through yesterday's thinking. What a clear index symptom of a far grander civic pathology. You see, these are not just mere words. They are warnings. They are not playful exaggerations. They are linguistic alarm bells. They describe systems where institutions decay, public trust evaporates, and the future is postponed indefinitely. The lessons, therefore, is unavoidable. Governance without competence is catastrophe. Power without integrity is parody. If we wish to avoid the tragedy of kakistocracy, the absurdity of maladministration, and the grotesque theater of oligo-monarchy, then we must become citizens who think, who questions, who demand better. The worst should never rule. The prepared must. Because when the worst rule, everyone suffers. But there is this hope. A good government, a good society is built on wisdom, honesty, and competence. And that should begin with us, with you and I. Know these words and understand their meaning, so you can grow into informed citizens. Citizens who will demand better, choose better, and become better leaders. The future does not belong to the loudest, the richest, or the worst. It belongs to the prepared. So when next politicians show up asking for your votes, don't just clap. Ask them if they know what Kakistocracy means and what they will do to ensure that your country is never run by the worst instead of the best. Thank you.